What's happening, people? And welcome to the player.
You bottled it. Why are you all in the wrong place, bro?
I don't care about that anymore. I've stopped trying to do that for ages.
Hey, KG's put you in third, mate. He's put you in third deliberately. That's
Wow, what an end to the season it's been. We've come to the end of the season. And before we sum it all up and the emotion and stuff like that, we'll get to that part. But it is the player rating, so we have to rate the players first. That's what we've got to do. We got a 2-0 win against Leicester. We kept a clean sheet. So as per usual, drop your views in the comments and the boxes below. I'm sure you guys will do that as you do every week. I'm not going to give myself any headspace. There you go. Right. KG, I'll start with yourself.
Come on, let's go.
David De Gea.
David De Gea. Bro, obviously we won the game. I could do the fake player ratings is everyone gets a 10. But I'm going to be responsible and do this job properly. Yeah?
Don't do that. Yeah,
professionalism first, mate. Yeah,
professionalism first. David De Gea, I'm going to give him a 6. Yeah? I could give him a 7 because he didn't have much to do today. Yeah? But then there was a little moment from him when I was like, David, you better not even try that next season. He was doing, you know, when the Vardy one, when he palms it, but he should have caught it.
Yeah,
and then there's a double. He makes a double
one.
That could have been a madness,
bro. I was like, when it all matters, that's crazy, David. Yeah, those mistakes. I don't know who the last goalkeeping coach is, but we need to bring him back. He needs to come back faster than anything because I can't have that from David. But I'm giving him a 6. I'm really happy with David. So it's not like do you know what I mean? But I just didn't like that. It was like a sign of I'm thinking of the future now.
Yeah,
David. Come better than that, man. Let's go 6 for me.
Adam?
Yeah, totally agree with a 6. That's what I was going to give him anyway. Interesting, KG touched on the former coach there. Loads of people come to me and say since his coach left, that's when he's sort of started his downturn in form. And you know what? That Vardy moment, that was the one where he tried to turn around and say Vardy fouled him. It's like, shut up, Dave. Come on. That's embarrassing.
He did get him on the chin, though. He did get him on the chin, though.
I don't care. I'd have done the same. And you drop a ball like that, then the striker's going to leave one on you. It's as simple as that in any way you can. But yeah, didn't really have much to do at all, especially not the first half. We had no real mistakes. That luckily came at the other end at Casper. So, yeah, it's a nice role reversal for us this week on the goalkeeping front, innit? But, yeah, I'd just like him to probably have come for a few more of them crosses that we were under pressure with in the second half. But like KG says there, the defence sort of performed today, and that gave De Gea not much to do. So I think 6 is a fair score.
Saeed?
I'm gonna go for 7, me, because I feel like clean sheet. And I feel like second half, he stepped up in terms of getting the ball and being more commanding in the box. I thought he came out a few times when Gray, especially when Gray came on. I don't know why Gray's not starting, by the way, but when he came on,
he's a good player.
Crazy. But he started whipping the ball in a lot, and I think David De Gea came out a lot and tried to grab the ball sometimes. Trying to command his box. So I feel like for that moment and the clean sheet, for me, 7 today.
Yeah, I think with all that's been going on with David De Gea, we really didn't need any form of criticism or controversy. We just needed him to just do his job and go under the radar because he's not being used that much. And that's kind of what happened in a performance that actually wasn't great, which I'm sure, we'll see how these player ratings go because the actual performance maybe wasn't up there, but the outcome was just been so great. I don't know. It might cloud certain people. I don't know. Adam, Wan-Bissaka.
Again, one of them defensive performances where he was part of the clean sheet and did his defensive duties to a usual steady standard. But my God, the guy's got to learn how to pass. Come on, Aaron, you've got to get better. It's so many times he's going to have to get better because teams are now going to target him next season, especially if we consist with this build slow play out from the back. Maybe we can speed it up. I don't know, but if we're going to consist with this style of play, then Aaron Wan-Bissaka needs to improve his game on that front. He's got time. I'm not slaughtering. I'm still having him as one of my players of the season. I'm not taking anything away. But just on this game and a few of the other games recently, he just got to get better going forward because I think he went past his man once and put a good ball in the box. I thought, well, do it more. Don't keep going backwards. I just don't see... I didn't see the link up with him and Greenwood being that great today down our right-hand side. The other flank wasn't much better, to be honest, in terms of attacking. But no, defensively, he's always going to be the best in the league. he's just going to have to adapt his game because we're going to get a lot of the ball. Now we've got ballers and players. They're going to expect him to live up to a United standard and get to their level. So I think he's got the right players around him. He's got some good heads there and some good leaders in that midfield. I think definitely improvement needed on passing, but it will come. I'm pretty certain it will. He's getting better and better. It's just the last few games he's just been a little bit shaky, but let's be fair, he hasn't been the only one who's been shaky. So I give Aaron Wan-Bissaka a 6 just because clean sheet. You know what? That's what mattered today. No minimising mistakes, and he just didn't do as much going forward for me that I'd like to see. So I'm going to give him a 6 as well.
Saeed?
I'm going to give him a 7 for me because I feel like, again, clean sheet. I thought defensively it was sound today. I think I don't think Leicester bombed on forward using their fullbacks very well, and I feel like that might have cost them the game for me because I thought like if Wan-Bissaka and Brandon Williams are pushing up, they could have exploited it. But I thought he was always conscious of his defensive abilities, and again, you know, what I mean, I think it's the most tackles won in the Premier League. Like literally, he's got the highest.
I think he's level with Indeed there.
129.
I think he's won it. You know, I think he's won it.
Yeah, yes.
Someone said he was level today with Indeedy, but I think it was them two.
Oh, 29 today.
Yeah. So for me, again, one of the outstanding performers. For me, I'm never gonna attack his attacking abilities because I feel like the right winger should be there to do that, and he's a right back. I keep saying it, man. He's a right back, and the right winger needs to be there to do his attacking abilities.
Dennis Irwin and Gary Neville could pass.
Not Gary Neville.
Yeah, I think you know what.
There comes a point where you've got to.
Yeah, I know. We know it is. Yeah, if you get Sancho next season, and we understand that Sancho is not performing because of Aaron Wan-Bissaka, the chemistry not there.
Maybe a steady sort of right hand side partnership with someone may benefit him. Like you said, if he has someone he knows he's going to play there every week, possibly.
Yeah. I think next season will be the time to judge Aaron Wan-Bissaka going forward. But for now, one of the best players of the season. So 7.
I agree.
Is that a solid season for sure? KG,
giving him an 8, bro. The reason why I'm getting so high, I've gone so high is because I believe that he actually had a knock. Timothy Fosu-Mensah came in. You know, we took him off early. We put him on. We've been trying to manage him. He's played a lot of football this season. He's been solid. He's been resolute. He's literally, again, 129 tackles, the most tackles in the Premier League. You know, the right-hand side, he's a big reason why we're finishing where we're finishing today. You see what I'm saying? There was a time I was calling him titanium. You know, this man was not, he wasn't allowing anything down the right-hand side. You know what I mean? Spider, he was doing the most. And again, guys, first season. You know what I mean? The other stuff will come. He's into this club. He's come from Crystal Palace. Yes, he does have to work on the other side of his game, but we can promise that people don't want to run down that right-hand side. You're not on it. Go down there at your peril, fam. You will be slide tackled, fam. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. You know what I mean?
I feel like what you've just done, though, is rate his season.
I have, but I don't care. I have. Do you know what I mean?
KG, man, it's funny.
To not be delusional.
And you know what? I'm in, I'm not going to correct you because I don't care, but
I'm not listening.
Another show where it's rate the seasons. I'm asking you for this.
No, all right. So all right, cool. Let me be respectful, and I'll just give him reckless.
Say it. He wasn't saying.
It's 8, bro. I don't care. You can't stop me.
Say with a chest, man.
Listen, with my whole opinion.
That's right.
Okay, all right, cool. Moving it on to UKG. Victor Lindelof.
Yeah, the praise is needed right now. I'm gonna give it a 9. A 9. They were bombarded. You have to understand, Leicester. All Leicester came to do was attack today. He had to deal with Vardy. He had to deal with a pacey player and physical. Remember, now people are realizing the way to play Man United: get physical, rush them. Yeah. Don't give them time on the ball. They will flounder, and that's where Wan-Bissaka, what you're saying, makes sense. He is the target that he's not going to manage on the ball. But my God, Lindelof showed himself today. I know a lot of you lot say we can't play with 2 slow centre backs. Well, we're seeing if these lot can be on the same partnership in the same place, it can work. It's a bit hard to see, you know what I mean? But he did his job today. You got a clean sheet and you were under attack also because midfield was bypassed. He did his job. 9 for me.
I think he was brilliant. He was my man of the match for today. Adam?
Yeah, he got my man of the match today. I agree with the 9. I don't agree with the constant attacking from Leicester. I thought they were shit today, to be honest. Pardon the language. I don't know where that came from all of a sudden, but they were poor. They were poor today. I thought Leicester. I thought their game was to wait for a mistake. And KG's right in a way. I just don't feel like they attacked as well. But what they did do, they used the plan, like KG said, of let's wait for the mistake from United. But we didn't make the mistake. We didn't give them a chance to make a mistake. And Lindelof was a massive part of that today because he dealt with Vardy. He dealt with Iheanacho when he had to. And we never looked like we was overrun. I think may have been defensively minded in the way we set up at first because we knew that there was a counter-attack on. If Leicester ever wanted to sort of up a gear, that we would open them up. And we were a bit wasteful when we had an opportunity to break. But I just feel like we was sort of playing a game there that suited Lindelof today. And I just didn't see... and I wasn't worried in the end. You know what? I was really confident in that second half that we was going to hold out. And that's because of the players and the way they were playing because there was nothing stupid going on. I think, like I said in my fan cam, I think Matic played a bad one early on in the half, but then that was it then. It was like after that, Leicester were banking on us making a mistake, and we didn't. And that's what we needed. Whoa.
He just took himself out. He just took himself out. I don't know what he's done.
What's he doing, the lunatic?
Probably, you don't like the Lindelof rating. He wants Maguire.
No, it's because he's skipping to Maguire, isn't it? That's what he's doing.
Yeah. Get him back.
Skip him. No, but I give. Yeah, Lindelof gets a 9 for me again today. He was man of the match for me today. Outstanding.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I thought he was brilliant. I said in my player ratings that my match reaction. Sorry, it's back now. There you go, and now it's back to the original.
Man,
that's why you did it.
I was enjoying it on the top.
Yeah, get back down. Get back down there.
We're always quick. Yeah, get him. We're always quick to Lindelof can't play with this and Lindelof that, he's not strong enough, or he's all right, but he's not fast enough or whatever. Yeah. The first 15 minutes, I think he had a foot race with Vardy, and I remember thinking, this could be interesting.
Seen that, yeah.
He set the tone. He set the tone from there, you know what I'm saying, and had a good game.
And that's why I'm giving him 10.
10 for Lindelof.
Reckless. Say what you want, fam.
Listen, I said to him, man, there's sometimes the shade of Baresi comes out, you know what I
mean? He's living on that Baresi now, isn't it?
Baresi came out today, man. Beckham Baresi again came out today. I don't know why. It comes out here in moments, but when he rises and when he believes he can do... I think Lindelof's one of them players where, for me, he looks like he's a composed defender, but he doesn't believe in his ability. That's what I think about Lindelof. He sometimes doesn't think that he's good enough. For me, sometimes in his moments, you think, you know what, man, he reads the game well. He's good at playing from the back. You know, could he be stronger? Maybe. But for most of the aspects of his game, it's quite good. It's
is he a system defender?
For me, I think he is. I mean, he's a system defender, 100%, because he fits into Barcelona's system.
I will say one thing though, Syed, you got me hooked because TalkSport put a post out on Instagram the other day. It was like 1,000 legend footballers all plastered onto this one picture, and the question was, which player did you see first? And I went straight to Baresi. I would never picked him if it wasn't for Said. He was just there. Yeah, look at the post. Go on the TalkSport one. It's literally there. It's 1,000 players in this tight little picture, and Baresi just popped out. I mean, that's Said.
There you go. But he's a player, though. He's a player, though. Just to close on Lindelof. For me, he's a player that if Koulibaly was to come in or top class centre backs to come in, he'd be one of them that wouldn't lie down and say, you know what, he's taking my position. I think he would maybe improve and say, you know what, I deserve to be in that spot. That's what we want. We want competition for places, Flex.
Absolutely. We definitely want competition for places. Everyone had a say on Lindelof now, I think it is.
Yeah, we have.
KG, Harry Maguire.
Maguire, I'm going to give him an 8. I wanted to give him higher. Little mistake, little things. And obviously it's very difficult going back to your former club. I think there's a lot in that. But then he was winning in the second half. He started winning a lot in the air. And that defensive, sure, leadership performance that you needed from him, it did come through. Do you know what I mean? But I think he got caught on the ball and it was like, Maguire, man, please. Or, you know, those little tackles on the edge of the box and stuff where it's like, we shouldn't be in this position, you know. But I can't say too much. I can't say bad about Maguire. Again, it was just Lindelof was the best player today in the back four, and Maguire is playing with, I don't want to be rude, but a defensive liability within Brandon. That's his partner. That's the person.
Bit harsh today.
Bit
Not
harsh.
liability. Okay, yeah, it's a bit harsh. That's
Naivety.
Yes.
Naivety.
Yeah, naive, definitely naive. But it's very difficult playing with someone that is making some of the decisions that Brandon is making. You know, so it will affect how you look. It's what you said with Wan-Bissaka and not having that connection with the right winger. So maybe, I don't know. As soon as Shaw comes back, the better.
All right, cool. Saeed, Harry Beckenbauer.
Yeah, I'm going to give him an 8 today again. First half, I don't know what's going on, but what happened is Matic and Maguire and Lindelof became a 3 at the back. I don't know if you've seen it, guys, but it became a 3 at the back, and then they're almost like saying, I don't know what the tactics was, but it was like 3 on 3. Vardy, Timberlands, and another player almost broke in 3. And I thought, we can't be doing that. The second half, they all defend as a unit, and then it all became composed as a unit. And then that's when Harry Maguire started to get the blocks in, started to get the headers in, and started to become a bit more composed. First half was dreadful. He started doing passes from the back, you know what I mean? Started just to mess around and whatnot, and was making awful decisions. But I thought that block from Vardy to make him like a bit like, you know, question him. I thought that was brilliant in that first half. And I think that galvanized him. I thought, you know what? Let's get into the game now. Then that's what you can't. Yeah. So for me, he gets an 8 today.
Adam?
I give him a 7 today. I hear everything that the lads are saying. Also, big shout out, first player since Gary Pallister to play all 38 Premier League games in a season for Harry Maguire. Again, like we've all been crying out for a centre back that doesn't get injured. Well, I think that deserves a point on its own, doesn't it, for Harry Maguire? He just doesn't get injured. He's solid, isn't it? I understand. It's interesting. Saeed touched on that free. I mean, we were slaughtering McTominay for that. So is that not a shout out to say that's probably Ole making them play that way? Because that's happened with 2 players now. Because he did it at Palace.
But it's not good though, Adam, is it? Though?
No, it's not.
I don't want that.
No, I don't. I don't like it at all. I think they get in the way. They get in the way of each other. Matic can play a little bit further forwards because I feel like without Matic a little bit further forward, like he was in the second half, he doesn't give the defenders an option. We all remember that scene in the Chelsea game when Maguire's running around like an headless chicken with a ball. Yeah. If you watch Matic's movement, Matic doesn't know which way he's going. It was like Sabutio wanted to play with us wobbling all over them. They didn't know where they were going. Just get out of each other's way. Yeah. Nearly did it again then. Just get out of each other's way and just get in your position. It's so much easier. Point proven second half because it's flowed. Defensively, absolute rock solid second. I think Maguire stood on the ball one moment in the first half. Yeah, I think did Saeed touch on that half block that came from that cross for Vardy there? That was important, because I think that was it after that. Like
so,
you said,
7 from you, Adam, yeah?
Yes, it was 2 good performances in a row for Maguire, that's all. Yeah, encouraging again.
Staying with you, Adam, Brandon Williams.
I didn't think he had a bad game today. I thought going forward in the first half, probably one of our better players. Yeah. Some really good interceptions. He read the ball well. There was a funny moment when Matic was telling him where to go, and it was like he just went, no, and just went the other way. He went and did his own thing. It made me laugh that. Ricky will probably give him a 2 out of 10 for not listening to Matic for that one. But no, it was. I thought after the struggles against West Ham, which were clear, I thought he had an all right game. He defended reasonably well as well. There was only a couple of occasions when he was sort of really having to put the afterburners on to get back in position. But most of the game positionally was decent. I just feel like their main threat really wasn't coming down that side for me. I thought it was down the other side where we were probably, and that's stupid for them because you don't go down Wan-Bissaka's side. That's just brain dead. But like KG said, you ain't going down there because you're going to get slid. It's simple, isn't it? But I thought going forward, he was good. I just think we hit a brick wall when we went forward in that first half. It's sort of like a mental block. It was just like stop, play sideways, try and be safe. It felt like a safe setup, and the defense really shouldn't have gone wrong and didn't go wrong with it for me. I just thought it was one of them games where it was suited to the defenders more. I think he gets a 7 as well for me. Nothing really bad, nothing fantastic, but clean sheet again, part of that defense.
Part of it, exactly. Saeed, did you agree with 7?
Yeah, 7 for me. I thought when Andrew Gay came on, I was like, oh, he's gonna get twisted up about, but I thought he stood up, man. You know what it is with Brandon Williams? He's got heart on his sleeve, and he knows
It's
he's
like
a
a kung fu
Mancunian
film.
boy. He lives round it. Yeah, sorry.
It's like a kung fu film. Like you're speaking, and it's like, oh, it's
Yeah.
like
You want to
Is
ram
it?
with me?
You know what I mean? But I thought, you know what I mean? Like, I think he's a warrior. He's a warrior. And that's what I like about him. He never gives up, you know what I mean? He's got that kind of Manchester traditional spirit in him. And I love that. So for me, he stands up. I know we miss Luke Shaw, but I still think that, I think maybe if he goes out on loan next season, I think that's a good shout for maybe Bradley to go out on loan next season. Maybe bring a left back in and then Bradley Williams out on loan, get him more covered. Because I think he could be a Man United left back soon. I really do. So for me, he gets a 7.
KG?
Yeah, I'm not going to argue with the 7. There was a little moment when I don't know if it was Matic's fault, but you know when Albrighton got in around the back on that side. Yeah, but then again, I might be doing like an end of season type vibe, but the bravery shown in terms of the injury that he got a few games ago, and then stepping in when we needed him. This has been a great breakout season for him. So I'm getting with a 7 because he is a brave player and we've thrown him in, we've thrusted him in. This is think about it. This guy's from the academy and this game mattered. Yeah. And that's who they played. You got to give him ratings to him, man. 7.
100%. Okay, kicking things on. That's 20 minutes and we've only done the
Sorry, bro. We're third, fam.
That's not your fault. That's fine. Right. Staying with you, KG. Matic, what are you giving him?
Matic shaky in the first half, but then I'm gonna have to give him a 7. I'm gonna give him a 7. Very shaken if I was worried. First half and then Matic was moving Matici. Yeah.
Matic.
Sorry, just for the viewers, can you just clarify the spelling of Matici?
I can't, bruv. Do you know?
Would you just stick a Y on the end of Matic?
I've done foundation English, man. Don't put me under pressure like that. All right, cool. Check this out.
I'm trying foundation English, man. Hold tight, them man.
Foundation English, obviously, like I struggled and done it in college. So yeah, C gang. Anyway, let's move forward. Hey, Flex, you promote BTEX and that, innit?
100%.
Yeah, man. Come on, man.
And you know what? Even in the second, I had to retake my maths actually. Second bit of college as well. So I got E the first time. So listen, if you don't get it the first time, you go again.
There you go. Plug that. Let's get £5 for that. Let's go. Wait, moving into it, I'm gonna say Matic was a bit poorer in the beginning, but 7 for me because second half, he started doing the dark arts that you like in football. Like giving away these cheeky fouls, stopping the rhythm of play, and just starting to look like Matic again. And I really think that what happened is fatigue really kicked in to show Matic's performance. Matic could not play as many games as he wanted to play a week. You know what I mean? But he will pull out good performances, like 1 game a week for Matic. I think that's good. If we can get someone that is going to play with him, or McTominay can be ready, whoever it is, Timothy, it will be good. But I'm happy with Matic. 7 for me.
Saeed?
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing first half, mate. It was shocking. Amount of balls. Ricky, for me, cannot say anything about that first half. What he'll do, Ricky, is he'll get the second half clips out and he'll say, look at him, you know what I mean? Look at him how he did say we're going to concede the goal. Yes, I understand that, but first half was shocking, and I call it the game start. First half kept giving the ball away, kept getting in positions where he didn't need to be. Second half, though, he turned into like a beast. Like, I don't know what he turned into, but he turned into like a beast, and then the rest is history. You know what I mean? I think I would give him a 7 today. Second half was unbelievable.
Mm-hmm. All right, fair enough. I hear that. I'm just worried about Saeed's finger. The internet connection keeps messing up a bit. I don't know if you want to take yourself out and bring yourself back in again. It's moving mad. I've made an executive decision.
Finished. You took him out.
He needs to, if he brings himself out and then comes back in again, he'll be all right. Matic is done.
It's like we've just gone up in head size order there. It's like,
oh yeah, there he is. There, hold on. There he is. He's back. If I show you the Saeed, hold on. If I show you the Saeed that I've got from the last one, it's this. Oh, it's not even there. There you go. It's just
there. You go. Yeah.
All right. Let me let's get a kick from studio. There you go. Right. Cool. On to the rest of the midfield. Bruno Fernandes.
I've not
Oh,
done
you didn't do
Matic
Matic.
yet.
Sorry.
If the one who looks like him, apparently, to everyone, don't even get to rate him.
Saeed threw me off.
Yeah, I agree with what the guy said there. It was credit to him that he went from about a 3 rating up to about a 7, just simply from his second half performance. Sheikh, that one moment in the first half, that's what we've been doing. That's what we've done to our teams. And I mentioned this earlier on. That's what them teams are waiting for. They're waiting for that silly moment from United. And that's the only way we've conceded. I know it seems like I'm banging on about it, but it is. That's the way you beat United. You give them the ball. And apart from that, then going into the second half, wow, what a different animal. KG said it, the dark arts, the midfielder you want. But the space from him in the defence was so much, it was better. It's where it should be. That's how we have been playing. Because then he's just got that line, and anything goes past him, it's easy for the defenders to pick up rather than them being on top of each other and getting mixed up. So, yeah, the heading ability I wish he did that against Southampton, but you know what? He was immense in the air in the second half in the box as well. And his passing just went back to the Matic of the Sheffield United game. It's ridiculous. A game of 2 halves for him. But I agree with the lads there. Definitely comfortable 7 for Matic.
Yeah, he picked it up for sure. KG, Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno Fernandes, again, you can say not the best of games. You know, tiredness kicked in. But then, as Adam says all the time, them big moments in a game, which count. And yes, I don't know who picked onto the ball. Was it Greenwood that got onto the ball? And then it was a Bruno Fernandes that put the ball in a danger place for Solskjaer to run onto. For me, just for doing that and then coolly putting it away, I'm giving him a 7. It was like I want to give him higher, but again, he had little moments in the game when you could tell he was visibly frustrated,
jaded. He looked knackered out.
But he's come and he saved our season. So Bruno, just because of what I just said, he's an 8, bro. I'm sorry.
He's gone up in 1.
I have to because he saved us.
Reckless.
Bro, we should be 4th.
Reckless.
Oh my God, we're 3rd.
Man. All right, cool. Saeed?
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with anything that KG said, but I'm not going to give him an 8. I'm going to give him a 7. A reasonable 7.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay, fair play. Adam?
Yeah, well, it was Bruno who played it flex, didn't we? We know we discussed it, didn't we?
He did. Back, but now I'm trying to remember what it was.
He did. Yeah. It was him.
It's like you said, KG said it there, like I said it. When you need him, a bad performance for Bruno is a 7, and that says it all, doesn't it? When he's a 7 on a bad day, then you know he's a game winner. Is he at double figures near enough now? He's close to double figures, isn't he?
As you lot are talking, I'm just trying to get the game up.
He's definitely on the team of the season. For me, he has to get the team.
He has to be, mate. He's 100% has to be. I think when he came in, how many points were we behind? Frightening.
I don't even know.
Frightening.
He has to be on the team of the season. If Jordan Henderson is about to win the Premier League, be Premier League player of the season, then Bruno Fernandes has to be in the team of the season.
That would be interesting. That would be interesting.
It will be. No other manager or no writer or anyone is going to not put Bruno in their team. Guarantee it.
100%.
No. There's only De Bruyne ahead of him.
Right, Mason gets it, and first time pass from Bruno.
I have a needle.
Yeah, I mean, by Bruno's standard, it is a.
My God! Listen to the stats from Bruno at Sporting this season. 15 goals at Sporting, 15 goals and a plus assist. Yeah, he's the first at Sporting, even though he left. At Man United, 15 goals and assists, 3rd in the Premier League. Like
there you go. For season.
You can't. That was
unbelievable. But that is a season rating, and we know how good he's been. All right, let's kick this on. Has everyone had their Bruno rating? Yeah. Paul Pogba, Adam.
Not the best today again. It's hard to judge Pogba today because I thought he was doing more defensive work than he would normally be. I just felt like it was, like I said, the game was set out in a defensive way for me from the word go. You could tell. And that takes Pogba's attributes out of it for me. Yeah, he is a presence, and he was a good presence for us in the box as well. He put his weight around. Luckily, we put him in the right part of the wall, and he didn't need to put his hands up when Gray had that free kick. But No, I mean, it's just, he never really did it. He had a nice moment in the first half with some good skill that set up Martial's effort. That was nice. That's where I like to see Pogba playing. But the way it was going today, it was just all about the result and making sure that there was no mistakes. He played his part, but I would probably say, in terms of, I'd probably give him a 7, to be honest, just in terms of the way he did his job defensively. And he took one for the team again today. I felt there was a lot of players doing that today. They were taking one for the system, and no one's going to complain because we won the game. It was that I think Leicester probably got their tactics wrong in the end because they needed to do more. I just thought they sort of played into our defensive sort of hands in a way.
Didn't get Vardy isolated. They didn't get him running in shots.
Did his job, got the free kicks when we needed, won some free kicks. And you could tell there was a moment there when he got really frustrated with the referee. And he was frothing at the mouth. He was just like, he was raging. I don't see, and that's passion I want to see. Yeah. And that's just him. He could have killed the game off there and then for us. And that was the frustration that he had. So I'm going to give him a 7 for his all-round effort. He didn't really do anything wrong, but he was restricted in what he could do today for me.
KG?
Same with me, giving him a 7. Again, he played in a beautiful ball, but then I think Bruno was offside.
Yeah.
I think he had another one, when he played it. Was there a Greenwood one with the header?
Yeah, with the header.
That was Rashford.
That was Bruno.
Yeah.
Bruno as well, Bruno. The one with Bruno where he was offside.
Yeah, that's the one he did.
Yeah. So, I would say, again, I'm going to give him a 7. Defensively, it's hard to see what the Pogba is doing defensively, but he does get you out of trouble sometimes because we were under the cosh at little moments, especially in the first half. And I think he did come in, break it up. And obviously, you're not looking at Pogba to do that, so it's hard for you to appreciate it. But he has been just as important for our midfield as Bruno has been, but in a totally different way. So I love it. 7 for me.
Sai, do you agree with that?
Yeah, 7 for me. I thought first half. I just want to mention first half when he made a diagonal ball. I hate that diagonal ball. Like that, Leicester could have went on and broke then. So
that one.
Yeah. Oh my. You should have seen me. I got the remote and I threw it, man. Because I was like, "What are you doing, man? That's the worst."
We're very lucky. You won it straight back after that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I thought it was dogged today. I thought it was dogged. Oh yes, man. I thought it was dogged today. That's what I like. That's why I'm giving it a 7. I would have put it to a 6, but I thought because of his all-round tenacity and the way he showed a bit of grit today, I think 7's about right.
For the team.
It goes back to the thing that I always say with Paul Pogba, because I love the guy and I know what he's capable of.
Levels.
I always say I want him to do the simple things consistently. And there was a couple of times today, not even just today, since he's been back off the lockdown, he's played well, but the last 3 games, it's a few of the basic stuff, and it kind of been putting us in trouble sometimes. But like you said, though, KG, I think he done a bit off the ball and stuff like that. But I probably would have went with a 6. Quite a game for him. But you can see the energy he was trying to put in and the passion that he was showing. Okay, into the front 3. Let's go with that. Is that everyone? Yeah, that is everyone. In the midfield. Okay, Adam, Mason Greenwood.
Greenwood today, it was again. I think he was restricted because of the way we was playing. There was no fast-flowing, breaking football today. The forward line was starved, I thought, in terms of what was the actual game plan. I thought, again, he did some good tracking back. There was a moment in the first half, I seen him, Wan-Bissaka was nowhere to be seen. He was more inside, covering another player, and he did his job, Greenwood. He was very, very disciplined, which, like KG said with Pogba there, will go unnoticed, and people go, oh, he's the young lad, he's 17 goals this season. He's not done it today, but you know what? He did it in another way again. You know what I mean? We all praise Rooney when he did it for Ferguson, so I think we need to praise the likes of Greenwood today as well because there was no mistakes. This is what we did. If we cancelled out our mistakes, then there was no way Leicester would beat us today, and that's what we did. We backed each player up in their positions defensively, and all in all, it was just a solid performance. We needed to get a job done, and we went and did it the ugly way. It's just some games like that. We didn't play well, but we just done a double over Leicester.
Whether you're challenging for the title or challenging for any objective,
so on that
games like that where you're not at it, but you need
on that basis, I'm going to give him a 7 as well because I thought the whole team was playing in one round way today. I thought we was all playing solid defensively and just taking what chances we had. We knew what we had to do. And eventually, as the game was going on, you could sort of see what we were doing. At first, I thought, and I mentioned it in my fan cam, I thought, we're playing exactly how Brendan Rodgers was talking before the game. We're just playing exactly how it was. But at the end of the day, when you think about it, it's like, well, they've got to score. So, and we was not making a mistake. So we knew as long as we played to our defensive abilities and we all played as a team, Leicester weren't beating us today. And that's how it came across in the end. So I'll give Greenwood a 7. Again, part of that. And he was, like I said, nothing really went down that right-hand side, did it? With Greenwood and Wan-Bissaka, even though they tried to target it for some strange reason.
Yeah, defensively sound, putting a shift in you, Mason.
All right. He'll come a day. He'll come another day for us and win us a game, maybe in the Europa League.
Easily. There was a touch that he brought the ball down and just played it to someone in the first half.
He looks after the ball so well.
I went, what? Rob, what? I thought, Rob, was that? He just cushioned that in his own box to someone.
And to be fair, though, he played a big part in getting us the goal. So definitely deserve it for that.
There you go. KG, what are you giving Mason Greenwood?
I'm going to give him a 7 as well. I thought he was probably one of our most offensive players in the first half, actually, that was trying to drag us forward, because there was times in the game when I was like, what is going on here, where it looked, things were disjointed, and I don't know if the pressure was getting to the players, but he wasn't fazed by the pressure one bit. He literally was in that game and he was like, give me the ball, I'll try and do something. And I loved it. Even the defensive part that you saw when he was literally behind Wan-Bissaka, like, what is going on? The tactical knowledge to know where to be, I love it. Then to press the ball, he played a part. He played a key part in us getting that penalty. So well done to him, man. Again, another one, breakout season. 7
worked hard for sure. Sai, do you agree with 2 7s?
I'm in the middle, man. I'm like, because of Rashford's performance, I don't want to be too hard to Rashford, so I'm in the middle of 6 and 7. But I'm just looking at the way I don't know if you've seen it, but he put the ball in the air and he literally volleyed it all the way on the side of the pitch. So that just shows you how defensively determined he was today. So I'm going to give him the benefit. I'll give him a 7. But yeah, 7. I'll go with 7 because I thought he came back. I saw him on the edge of our box defending. So you got to give it to him, man. For 18 years old as well.
Fair play. And staying with you, Saeed, Rashford then?
For me, he gets a 5, man. I'll be real with you. I don't want to sound harsh on him, but today was poor for Rashford. I don't know. Again, it's tired legs. I know it's mentally draining, but the simple things today, he did it wrong for me. And I know maybe, you know what I mean, we could talk about in hindsight, we still won today, but I just thought the key moments, he tried too hard. Then there was a moment, it was a simple pass. I think it was into Martial, and I don't know what he did, but it was too much power, and it was like, I don't know, man.
Behind him. He played it behind him as he was running.
That's it for me. Yeah, this is not anything against Rashford or whatnot, but I'm just basing it today on evidence of today. I thought for me it was a 5. It was an okay performance, but it wasn't a Rashford performance we all know where it's lightning, it's you know what I mean, it's quick, it's energy, it's like, you know, it's in behind, running behind. There was a few moments where, you know, they had a few one-on-one situations, but just for me today, Rashford wasn't there today. I don't know what it was. I
feel like he was playing within himself. He's playing so deep, and it's like he doesn't want to go at the fullback the last couple of games. James Justin played really well, to be fair to him.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Know the family. He's a local guy. Got bought last year from Luton, so he's doing his thing. But Rashford just didn't really want it with him, and it was the same in the West Ham game. Just didn't really want it with that Johnson kid as well, and I don't really understand that. But he's there was a certain time after lockdown where he has stepped up. I mean, Adam was saying it throughout that he would come to form in the right time. There's a little 2-3 game period where he was shit hot, doing really well, and just kind of tailed off since then. KG, what are you giving him?
I'm going to give him a 6 is about right. Defensively, he was doing his job. He was putting his body in where it needed to be. Again, it wasn't really the tackle, but in terms of like just shape keeping shape and stuff, which is brilliant. The sad thing for me was he took this touch when the ball bounced over a defender. He took the first touch, and I was like, Rashford hit it.
Finesse it to
do it. And again, I think Saeed said he's playing within himself, and I don't understand. I don't know what's going on in terms of that moment there. I was like, that was a key moment. Then the other time when he got it near and drilled it at Kasper Schmeichel, you know, Kasper pulled off a good save, but it's like, Rashford, man, like, I know that you're the man. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're on the level. I feel like you're on the level with Martial, or you lot are neck and neck. And at the end of the season, I feel like Martial was literally just stepped it up a bit, and he's left Rashford wanting in terms of finishing, not all round play. Because this season we're seeing the new assist merchant of Rashford. If people finishing the chances that Rashford's creating, we're talking a madness right now. He's putting the ball in a good place, but I just want to see it become a bit more lethal in front of goal. But yeah, 6 for me. I don't know what to give.
Yeah, it's one of them for us. I think we're all judging him because of the standards that he set at the start of the season. And like you said there, KG's brought up comparing him to Martial there. If you look at the actual season stats, he's actually ahead of Martial. They've played exactly the same games. He's ahead in key passes and all areas. People seem to forget it, but then you sort of set a standard for a game. But it's no coincidence Flex touched on his good games. His last one was Palace, and it was absolutely awesome. So why the next 3 games you just go straight off like that? And I look at it and I go, you know what? Today as a midfielder, he was great. But I want him as a forward. His passing and his long-range passing at the moment is spectacular. Beautiful. But I feel like when he's doing the simple things, you touched on it there, it's not completely there. The easy ones are not good. But let's not forget that ball he put in to Greenwood on his head as well. Another assist that could have been there. It was just, he's got the vision and he's got it there. But for him not to run at a player for 3 games straight is strange to me.
I feel like that. Yeah. I feel like he's kind of going, let me just
going at him.
Let me see what's going on and I'll try and find someone. As opposed to, let me just get the ball to the man.
The killer instinct, like KG said, just, you know what, forget it. You're a level above anyone you're playing against. And you know what, if he goes at anyone, he'll scare him to death. But I feel like it's got to such a precious stage of the season that they've all sort of, because none of our midfield and forward line have been fantastic. They've all gone into the shell a little bit. We've just had the odd moment which has got us through.
Yeah.
But I think today was more about being combative and just giving Leicester absolutely nothing at all. And you know what? At the end of the day, the tactics worked, mate, didn't they? They absolutely worked. Yeah, I give Rashford a 6 as well. Probably the worst of the front line today. But I understand why. I understand why he was doing a different role. And there's no way a player like him who thrives on running at players will hold back deliberately himself. I feel like he's sort of under some sort of order from OLE in that way, because you don't go from Palace destroying a Palace defence, absolutely destroying them, to not doing anything at all. It's strange, but each time he will come again. He'll win us the Europa League or something like that, and everyone will be jumping around.
Hopefully. KG, Anthony Martial.
Anthony Martial, I'm going to go over 8. You lot, the fatigue sitting in for you, man, as well. I can see you lot getting tired. What is celebrating, isn't it? Well, I would say 8 for me, starved of service today. But again, in terms of being where he needed to be in the match, perfect today. Even that run that gets us the penalty, the players don't know what to do with him.
Right place, right time, all the time.
It's not a surprise that players like him are winning penalties. You don't want to touch him in a box, but if you don't touch him, he will put it away. So it's like, what do you do? Catch 22, penalty, 14th of the season. He plays a big part in that. It's an 8 for me.
Solid. He's involved in everything good right now, Martial, on his side.
Yeah, man, just the hold-up play he gives us, man, is second to none. And I feel like sometimes he maybe deserves that kind of like play of the season because of the fact that he's changed his, like, for me, I'm not going to lie to you, I called it me. I thought United needed number 9. And I said to you, Harry Kane was probably needed at Man United to score goals. But something's changed about Martial. I don't know what's changed, but it's the fact that he believes in himself now. And he believes he can fight for his position. And he's almost saying to himself, I'm a number 9. I'm not a number 7. I'm not a number 11. I am a number 9. And that's what he is for me now. His hold-up plays for me second to none. I want to give him the 7.5, you know. I just feel like, that sounds about right for me. 7.5.
Cool. Spice didn't go with the 8 there. Okay, cool.
You know,
Okay. Adam?
Yeah, interesting you say touched on it there. Then I had Martial and Rashford as my 2 most improved players this season because they've both nailed down a position. It's like Martial ain't ever going to the left. Martial has adapted a number 9, and you have to give him massive credit for making that role his own this season. No one's getting in. I wouldn't put Rashford in a number 9 ahead of Martial. But then again, I wouldn't put Martial on the wing now. I just feel like Martial's got the tools and the capabilities to be our perfect number 9.
Gary Neville said before the game that Mason Greenwood will probably be Man United's number 9 within 12 to 18 months. What did you think about that?
I think, I know what KG's saying, but if you're looking for an out-and-out striker, 2 feet, Greenwood would be Martial's main competition, because I don't think Rashford comes into it. Rashford's a winger, always was a winger.
The argument is then, what would happen is that probably Martial, you might say, okay, Mason looks like the nuts at number 9, left foot, right foot, give him more chances, cool. But Martial ain't getting drops. It's going to go on the left.
Mate, we just talked about it before we came on. What we're talking about here. We're going to try and compete with City and Liverpool. We need competition for places. This is Man United. Cole, York, Solskjaer, Sheringham. You know what I mean?
I love it.
All these players. Remember the one time we had Tevez, Berbatov, Rooney and Ronaldo going forward? How do we play them? Well, we needed a game and Fergie threw all 4 of them on and we scored 5 in the second half. This is United. Yeah. I don't care if it's Rashford fighting for a position with someone on the left, if a Sancho comes in. If it's Greenwood and Martial fighting, it's what you need.
The key is that he should be fighting for a place.
Yes, that's it. And Martial will fight. You know what I mean? He got his number 9 shirt back and you ain't taking it off him. He's going to fight now. He's got the bit between his teeth. And you know what? He's got an absolute quality player coming up behind him in Greenwood, because I do feel like that right-hand side it's okay for Greenwood. He plays both feet and you don't know which way he's going. But you can imagine a number 9 who hits the ball as well with both feet like Greenwood does. That's a scary thought. You know what?
Maybe with the going forward, you give Martial a rest or something. You bring in a Greenwood. You've got Sancho on one side, Rashford. Rashford comes off 60 minutes. You bring in Martial. That's what we want to make teams think.
These guys should not. For me, Rashford, Martial, and Greenwood have not made it enough to say they are almost arrogant enough to say I am the star. They haven't been. Ronaldo, Messi, Griezmann, Suarez. Them kind of players you can say, yo, why have you taken him out of the team? He's a world-class player. These are not world-class players.
No, but they are the most deadliest trio going forward in our league.
One of the points that you have to take into consideration is he realised Oli brought in Agallo for the hold-up play. Yeah, and to be the number 9. Yeah, and it
made him better.
It pushed Martial to say, listen, okay, they're saying that I can't play this role, and I know that Oli needs it. I know he needs someone that can play with his back to goal, turn and move. And then Oli also said, I need a striker that's not going to score the sublime ones. I want you them cheeky ones, running across the face of the defender.
All across the pitch, mate.
All the stuff that Oli said that he needed from him, he actually implemented and done. Oli has made Martial a better striker. And I dare someone to tell me wrong, because you lot just said the most improved players is Rashford and Martial, and they're both strikers. And
exactly.
In that. So it is what it is, fam.
No, it's across the board. KG nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. Across the board. Look at the other areas of the pitch. McTominay came in on Matic. What happened to Matic? Changed his game. Luke Shaw, Brandon Williams. Shaw turns into undroppable. And you've got the same. Martial's got Ighalo now, because Ighalo can't play on the wing, and everyone moans, why is he always bringing Rashford off? Why does he never bring Rashford off for Martial? Because Ighalo can't go out on the wing. He's like KG said, he's the centre forward. And, it makes players better. It's simple. Like, look at Pogba with Bruno now. You know what I mean? Standards go up when you've got competition. And Martial is only going to get better every single season he plays now. And Greenwood will push him all the way. Add more to that in the summer, and that's what you need going forward. That's why City's bench has got the likes of Mahrez and Silva sat on it.
We need to be in that situation. Having said that, what rating are you giving him?
I'll give him a 7.
All that for 7.
All that for 7.
I was thinking all of this is fantastic, but I still don't know what Adam's rating. But that's just Adam. He just forgets and he goes with it. But the substitution. Look, Jesse Lingard put the cherry on top of the cake.
Yeah, 7.
10 for resurrection. He resurrected himself and scored, bro.
And that's why he's a squad player. Flex. That's why people need to respect Jesse Lingard as a squad player. I believe he can add qualities as a squad player for Man United.
I think that was a parting gift.
Yeah,
you think so?
Yeah. What are you talking about, bruv?
I'm saying that we need to respect him as a squad player. He's a squad player.
I respect him as a man, and I hope he does well in his future. But that was perfect send off for Lingard for me. I think he's earned it. So? Yeah, I think he's been there in time. I don't think he's Because let's be honest, when we've got a fully fit squad next season, does Lingard get on your bench?
Side.
Don't get in your match day
You know,
squad.
but I think you know what it is here for me with Jesse Lingard. When you need energy and when you need just to change things around, I think Jesse Lingard could be a good player to bring on for that energy.
No,
I really do. I think for me, I would take out Pereira. I would ship out Pereira.
So I'm with you, yeah, and I've enjoyed everything you said today. But them energy signings, that's old school. That's the other days.
I understand that. But I still think as a squad team,
more quality.
This is what I meant. This is interesting you should say it, because going back to De Gea there, I think, and the whole getting rid of De Gea thing, people saying you never forget what De Gea has done. But I tell you what, if he's got a quality goalkeeper competing with him, De Gea gets better again. He's had it easy for too many seasons. Yeah. Competition. He needs like a Hendo coming in just to say, look, De Gea, you drop a bollock, you're out, son. Yeah. That's it. And he won't drop them again. He will.
I think with Jesse, I think he's had his chances to be the number one guy in the right wing, in number 10, in left wing. He's had ample opportunity. And just for, I think, his own career, Ollie's made it clear with his selections, as well as Lingard's openly admitted his head's not been in football. Maybe Ollie should have just said to him, actually, just take some time and just go, really. Not go as in, but I mean, like, just give him a holiday. Just you know what I mean? Keep training, but allow the match day squads. Just you know what I mean? Maybe that would have helped him in hindsight. Who knows? But obviously, they've had some personal discussions, and you know what I'm saying. But I didn't. Do you know what? I wanted to stay away from kind of like, oh, that means that was farewell. I wanted to respect him because
exactly, you know what I mean? Respect him.
I get what you're saying. I'm not saying. I'm just saying, like, in terms of, don't know if it's his last game and it's not out there like that, but it was the icing on the cake. It was.
No, if you love Lingard, you want to see him push. Like, I don't have a problem with Lingard. I'm talking about the next phase. Yeah, 100%. The next phase in there.
Grealish.
I want to see Lingard starting. I want to see Lingard when they talk about could he play for England again. That's what I want to see. Like now, you're not getting that. So I would like him to have like these Tom Cleverley moments where you go somewhere else and you shine, because he has got quality. But right now, are we pushing up to a next level? I think
we're on another phase. Yeah. So for this rating, just to finish it off now before we get to Ollie's rating, we're giving him a 7. Yeah, 7. McTominay came on quite late.
Yeah,
5. Igalo came on. Yeah,
5.
Main man.
Right. Okay. Last bit of marathon. Saeed, listen.
Yeah.
I want you to give me 2 ratings. One's going to be for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's season, and one's going to be for this game. So for this game, what rating does he deserve, considering what was lying on it, kept a clean sheet, won the game 2-0? And secondly, what is his rating for the season? He's got us 3rd.
It's been a roller coaster. For this game, I'm gonna give him an 8.
Yeah.
And for the season, not gonna lie to you, the way it's come out, we are 3rd. I give him an 8.5. 8.5.
Yeah.
That's respectable.
It's fair, 100%. I think Sophie said it in her fan comeback. She goes, I can't give Solskjaer 10 for this season. Liverpool won the league. Like, we can't.
There you go.
You know,
8.5 is respectable.
You got to, but I think in terms of looking after our own business and the best we could have done for our season, 8's a good score. KG, what are you giving Solskjaer?
You know I'm getting,
and
you know I'm getting ultimate reckless. So listen, for this game today, I'm definitely gonna give him I'm gonna do a side and give him an 8.5 for this game today. Reason being, there was little moments when I was like, "Oh, Ollie, please talk to these men in the drinks break." Especially the first and half time. I was like, "What happened?" There was their conversation. Then you could see that he actually did start getting into the chat. But I think Ollie's management style is, "I'm going to trust you lot. I've done a lot on the training ground. I've spoken to you lot. Know exactly how I feel. Yeah, it's not a surprise. You know exactly what I want from you. Go out and do it, and I'll talk to you if I feel like I need to." Do you know what I mean? When you hear from me, it's because it's not going well. It's not getting to plan. And I like that from Ollie. Now, obviously, when we do the Flex and KG show, I'll go into more detail why the man has done a man. If for the end of the season, I'm giving this man a 10, bruv, because we were calling in a PE teacher. Man had Oli
10 is a perfect season.
10, come on, KG, man.
I'm talking about
10 is a perfect season.
No, not that. What he was set out to do. Okay, let's go 9 then. If you lot want to take it down, I don't want to, but it's fine.
Oh, that's 9 is all right. That's all right.
The reason why I want to go higher, but I'm talking about he's relaxed these players. He's made our strikers better. He's put competition in the team. He's blooded youngsters. This guy he's had little moments. So we were asking, this is an interim coach. When he first came in, I was looking at that's hilarious. Like, Ollie's going to be here. Oh, that's brilliant. End of season, Poch comes in. This man spoiled Poch's plans. Poch had all dreams. Poch started leaking to the press. I was there in Barcelona when they won the Champions League. You don't say that for no reason. Poch doesn't like Oli, fam. Probably got a voodoo doll of Oli, fam. He's not happy, bro. But
don't disrespect Poch, man. Don't disrespect him, man.
Here we go.
But what Oli has done is no one was expecting this. He's got third, fam. This is the baby face assassin.
You know what though? I don't want to sound negative, yeah. I don't want to sound negative, but you have to put no. But I'm saying to you, like, I don't want you to say all the things without thinking about the circumstances as well. You got to understand the circumstances as well.
No, I understand the circumstances. Is next season he has to prove himself again at another level.
That's what I want to see.
So,
I like that last bit there, KG. I like that last bit.
Yeah, next season he has to prove himself at another level, and it changes. I'm saying for the goals that you met, like at this season, finishing the top 4. Well, he finished in the top 4 and gave us third. You can't take it away from him. Now, if we get the players to do this, if I see Oli lift the Europa Cup, I'm going mad. Yeah, purely who he is and his journey into coaching. I'm happy with that. That's it. That's why. So it's a 9
and an 8.
It's a 9 and an 8. Let's go.
Adam, to close us out, what are you giving Oli for this game and for the season?
Give him exactly the same score as KG just give him then, because start the season, I said in my fan cam before, I said I expected us to get 4th, and that was job done, because we're not competing with City, we're not competing with Liverpool, not a chance this season. We're still not going to compete with them next season. The aim next season is to claw that gap back. That's the target next year. We ought to be down to single figures point-wise on at least 2nd place. We need to show progression. Gary Neville spoke about it in his commentary. He says you need to be able. It has to be seen that you're making progression. You have to get better each year. So next year, you've got to finish comfortably in the top 4 and close the gap on the top 2. That's the target. You have to look like maybe a window after next season, we could maybe think about challenging, because the other teams are aging. City have got to spend a lot of money this summer. And I want him to be ruthless. Talked about Jesse Lingard then. This is where you need to be Pep, Joe Hart, championship winner. See you later, mate. You don't fit my plan. We can't win the Champions League with you. We can't play the right football. See you later. Got rid of the whole back 4, back 5. Klopp did the same. Crucial. Absolutely.
They did. It's true, KG.
Massively important. Massively important.
Lovren gone.
Decisions.
Klein gone. Moreno.
You guys say it. You all say it. You all say levels, yeah. Next season's a new level. Next season's a big one for OLE, because you'll have another full window now, even longer. 3 weeks of the transfer window into next season it runs. And you know what? It's going to be cool, because he's going to have a chance to look at a team at the start of the season for 3 weeks and then maybe think, can I make Ed Woodward make a signing and say, look, can I convince this clown that this club isn't going to go anywhere near City unless I buy one more player? There is room there. Am I going to be able to get rid of Phil Jones, Marcus Rojo, Alexis Sanchez when he comes back? Am I going to be able to deal with these headaches while trying to improve this squad? Because that's the massive challenge that he's got now. You know what? Let's go and win that Europa League. Put a trophy in the cabinet. Let's put that to bed as well. You know what I mean? We got over the hurdle, the ultimate horrible hurdle that this team has had, and they're growing together as a team. And for me, KG nailed it there for the target this window. For this season, 9. The game today, he got an 8. Clean sheet, played defensively, got us over the line. So for me, I'm really looking forward. I'm really looking forward to seeing how he adapts to the next level. It's exciting.
It's going to be a great journey. It's going to be
a quote, because before we leave, this is what he said. He said, I'm delighted we've achieved the Champions League spot. We've come a long way behind teams that have gone past them. We've shown them we've got consistency and the right mentality. We're building a group and a performance culture here that we can be proud of. It didn't seem like we're expecting that. All predictions were 6th, 7th. That's all right. I'm getting criticized. That makes me stronger. Please don't praise me because you become complacent. This is what my coach.
So he's thanking me then. He's thanking me then.
There you go. Well done, Si. Keep on doing what you're doing because he doesn't want praise, fam.
100%. And that's just it. As fans, we're all going to predict things and think, the best this squad can do is this. And this is what I said. Like, you have to just give him props. He's changed the culture. He's got good players in. And most of all, apart from all of that, he's got the result at the end of the day in terms of where we finished. The facts don't lie. We've come to the end of the show, guys. Nice, juicy hour for you for the player ratings to finish off the domestic season. We still got quite a few more player ratings to do, hopefully. At least
4 or 5.
Yeah, at least
3.
a minimum of 3, but hopefully 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And we go and win that Europa League, man. We will be back in a couple of weeks for the player ratings after the last game, which bit of a weird game. Hopefully everyone gets 10s because we win the 5-0 again. But yeah, it's a bit of a not nothing game, no disrespect, but we should be able to make wholesale changes. But we'll see you then for the next player ratings. Me and KG will see you on Tuesday. Adam and Saeed will see you guys next Sunday, I'm sure.
Tomorrow,
actually, for the Sunday show.
Oh yeah,
Sunday show tomorrow.
There you go. Tomorrow, along with Ricky. I know you guys haven't probably had a chance to check out Ricky's thing. I'll leave you with this. Ricky said in his fan cam, I'm telling you, Fleck, this is why Matic is more important in our midfield than Bruno and Pogba. I'll leave you with that. Guys, it come from a good place. We will see you guys very, very soon. We are out of it.
Come on. Champione.
Nah, chill out. We did it.
Steady on, man.